we were all distributing books in Germany, 1972, 3, 4, 5. And so Prabhupada told us, he said, if you really want to please me, he wrote a letter, I have that letter, to the German secretary, if you really want to please me, please distribute my books. And so he invited us to London. We came to London and Prabhupada said, what is the most important verse? And I lifted up my finger. I was sitting right in front of Prabhupada. I said, Yardireke Taaka Krishna Upadesh. Wherever I go, I pray, Prabhupada, that is business, he said. If you preach, you have life. Distribute these books. Another thing is, we all know that we have to have the association of pure devotees. Prabhupada is in his books. You know, we know that. He told us that I will never die. He's in his books. And the proof is that Chandramani Maharaj, he was reading Prabhupada's books loud every day for hours. And one time he said the atmosphere changed. And so he was looking up for a moment, he stopped reading, it was Krishna book or whatever. And then Prabhupada's voice came in. And Prabhupada read for him for 5 minutes, 6 minutes, something. It was he said it was so mystical that I'm sitting here and all of a sudden Prabhupada continues. I stopped reading, Prabhupada continues. That's just 3 years ago. So Prabhupada, he is not dead. He's in his books. And these books do miraculous work. You know, I mean, I know from Russia, there was one devotee, he, in Suzdal. Suzdal is a pilgrim place for Russian Orthodox Church. Whole place full of monks and nuns, so many monasteries. And he couldn't distribute books. Everybody said, I have, but we don't take these books, we are Russian Orthodox. So he said, there must be somebody. So he went into some church. He said, Krishna, you send me here. There must be somebody. So he came, church was empty, but there was a door open. So he went down in the basement, there was a Russian monk sitting with a long beard, reading. And when the monk saw that he was coming, he put the book under the table. And he said, Father, I brought the good news. He said, what is the good news? He said, I have these books. And the monk started crying. He said, you know, here I have under my table the second canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. I read this book since 10 years. And I'm praying to Jesus and I'm praying to Krishna, please send me somebody that I can read Prabhupada's books. And so all the books. You see how Krishna is doing things, you know, that I know many devotees, I got a book. One evening I got a book, the next day I joined the temple. By 2 o'clock I was distributing the same book I got the day before. You know, because I understood book distribution is a solution, you know. And we worked hard. I did about, maybe 65 minimum, 70 books a day, Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita, every day for a good while. And that was the best time of my life, you know, because I met Krishna on the street. You know, because if you distribute hard, if you work hard, you see that Krishna is helping you, you know. So book distribution is a solution. Hare Krishna.